Small towns are getting smaller. That's according to the UN, who says the world's population is getting increasingly more urban.
And this video from UNICEF shows countries' urban populations really growing from 1950 to 2050. This global trend is hitting closer to home now.
Allie Levine shows us how one small town is fighting for its life. Allie.
Just like across the country, in the state of Georgia, people are born and raised in rural communities all over. But as economic opportunities move to the metro areas, the people follow, leaving hometowns at the risk of dying off. Today we start in Cohutta.
You are right here.
For just over 600 people living in the town of Cohutta, this is the center of their universe.
Definitely is the center of the universe.
A place where everyone knows your name and people stop on the street to say hello. It's the only home Katie Goodell has ever known.
It's more than a community, it's family. We're all united.
But Cohutta has seen better days.
We had a store across the street from this building, and we had a hardware store in the community and a couple other little stores.
Most of them family owned, most of them now gone. Empty storefronts and for sale signs in their wake. Families
moved on, the kids moved on, the kids didn't want to carry on the old family business, and so some of those things just kind of died out.
In Cohutta, Katie Goodell is an outlier, 21 years old with no plans to leave her hometown, trying to convince her friends to stick around.
Because I feel like if you move out of your town, like it's just gonna die, you know? Like if you don't stay and thrive in it, then like where's it gonna go?
Even Cohutta Mayor Ron Shinnick's 3 adult children traded in the slower pace of their hometown for the big city.
2 of our children live in Atlanta, and our oldest daughter lives in Portland, Oregon.
Despite the flight from rural communities here and around the globe, Mayor Shinnick plans for Cohutta to thrive by 2055.
The more people we get involved and take ownership of the community, the better it's going to be.
A plan for the future already in the works.
Some of the things that we did put on there, we've taken care of.
The mayor and his community try to balance the inevitability of progress with the charm of country life.
Yeah, it is a challenge, you know, for the town council and the mayor to kind of find this balance. I think things come back around, you know, they have their ups and downs, and, you know, like us, communities do too, and we're back on the upswing.
In part thanks to people like Katie, who are keeping their hometown alive by sticking around. Will you ever leave?
No. Nope.
And already recruiting the next generation of town leaders.
Next mayor after me, so yeah.
Mayor Shinnick says he isn't worried about his town disappearing from the map. He believes a slower pace of life with bike and running trails will always attract residents. The mayor says Cohutta has seen $2.35 million in investments in the last 2 years alone. Josh?
Allie, thank you. Coming up at 6, we take you across the county line to Chatsworth, Georgia. A tour of the city reveals slim job prospects, sending young people to bigger cities looking for work. We introduce you to one state representative fighting to keep his hometown relevant.